you. Hoosiers from both sides of the aisle also weighing in on today's violence and unrest in Washington. Joining us tonight, we have two of our regular In Focus panelists, former state party chair for the Indiana Democrats, Robin Winston, who also helped lead the Biden campaign's efforts here in Indiana, and 2016 vice chair of the Indiana Trump campaign, Tony Samuel. Thank you both so much for being with us. Tony, I'll start with you. Boy, it's our job to describe the events that happen every day, and I'm simply at a loss for words today. How do you see the events of this afternoon, and what needs to happen now?
Well, a couple of words that come to my mind are: it was foolish. It crossed the line by so much. It's unbelievable. I condemn it as a Trump supporter here in Indiana. I condemn it as strongly as I can. You can't go over a barrier. You can peacefully protest, and they had every right. And of course, it started out that way. I will say that 99.999% or more of Trump supporters, including myself, would never do this, would never think that it's okay. So I don't want anybody to paint any Trump supporters with a broad brush. And you know, all mobs have some instigators. Hopefully the FBI is looking into whether there were outside agitators, instigators, Antifa types. We've seen it all summer long in protests, peaceful protests that came from the left that then turned violent. Portland, for example, 200 some days of violent protests.
Yeah, we don't simply have any of the facts on any of that yet. We have seen the White House, former members of the White House staff, former communications director, former chief of staff Mick Mulvaney come out and say they'd like to see the president say more. You had a communications director say, look, I'm a Trump supporter, but I need you to hear me. The election wasn't stolen. We lost. Mick Mulvaney saying the president needs to come out and speak to the nation to further quell some of these uprisings. Are you among those who agree he needs to do more at this point?
I think he will. He sent out a few tweets, and then he did a video message. So and that came pretty quickly, telling everybody to go home, be peaceful, respect law enforcement. He's the law enforcement president, and they respect that, and they did leave. You know, security was breached. They got control of it, and folks did leave peaceably.
I want to bring in Robin Winston now as well. Robin, your response and your reaction to the events we saw today.
Well, first off, anybody that believes in our democracy did not believe in what we saw today on television. Dan, you know, last night we celebrated two electoral victories in, of all states, Georgia, a deep red state that ordinarily would never elect two Democratic U.S. senators, yet it happened. What we're seeing is the very essence of our nation, which is democracy, voting, and voting access. To try to take that away since November 3rd now, remember, this has gone to court. It's even gone to the Republican-led Supreme Court that overruled 9-0 against things that Donald Trump was trying to do. This is a tragedy. I really feel sorry for anyone, a young kid that's interested in government, to see all the things that they studied in the classroom, to see what they saw today with people scaling buildings, pushing against law enforcement, going into the speaker's office, displaying a Confederate flag. None of those are things that we should be talking about in a democracy. If we were covering this and it was in a foreign land, if a foreign power had done this, you all would be talking about the potential overthrow of a government. It's got to stop. We need the president to take the leadership on this.
Robin, Tony, thank you both for trying to put the events of today into some perspective for us here. We appreciate it.